Who said all heroes wear cape? I was in the field camouflage every day. 2010 on my vest, 19.
Y'all, we're here for another week of the Service Connection. This is
Lil Pooh.
I'm Big CO.
And Jizzle DB in the building.
And we are the Service Connection. Bruh. And what we doing is we bringing this live veteran talk, live and direct to you, getting to hear straight from the quote-unquote horse's mouth, the soldier's mouth, the marine's mouth, the grunt, the whatever, the navyman, with the airman,
The mule's ass.
the mule's ass. Yeah, I mean, and shit, man, we just want to make sure that we keep everybody connected to what's going on out here, because with the military, we make up the military. The same people that's in these neighborhoods, black, brown, we make up the military. Like, we the ones that's doing the military shit. And fucking, this is just for us, because after we come out, we don't have nothing else. We right back to normal life. And not to say we nothing special, but we put a certain sacrifice out there, and I'm just trying to make sure that us give back to y'all to know that we here, we connected, man. We all connected. Because we ain't no different. Me and this man's no different from nothing else.
But I'm not a vet though. I'm a civilian outlook. I'm an urban civilian outlook. I'm gonna give my urban opinion about the situation. I'm not a vet.
And it's the same for my cousin right here.
The life.
You already know I'm the life of
energy.
the party. I'm gonna bring us together and I'm gonna keep us connected.
Triple C batteries.
Yeah, man, that's all it's about. Just keeping us all connected in here, because it's a lot going on in this community at large, and we just want to make sure everybody is just well connected, is mentally right here, to know somebody here is looking out. And then for people that don't know, this is y'all insight. This is for y'all, instead of y'all saying that y'all just crazy, they crazy. That's the first thing you hear about a veteran.
Man, for real, like you get to hear it straight from.
Something different to hate on.
All I hear is criticize.
Something different to laugh at.
That, oh, y'all good, they good and they crazy. My bad, they good and they crazy. That's the two things I hear the most. They good and they crazy. Well, this is here to show you the blurred lines between us being good and crazy.
Show them otherwise from a vet themselves.
Exactly, this is real. I'm in here rocking my vet trends this week. Yeah, man. And we're gonna keep this thing rocking, man.
The man who started it all. He created it, that man.
That was the only reason why I got
behind the scenes. What you got over there?
Look at it.
That's how you stay connected to the Lord, people.
That's the
Get higher, closer to your dreams.
It's happened today. So, on the way to the studio to come shoot this, I get cut off in traffic, you know what I'm saying? He flying down the street, he cut me off, and I like to drive fast too, don't get me wrong, I'm not no innocent driver, I drive, you know what I'm saying? So he cut me off while I'm driving, so, and then he went to hit his brakes, and I swerved around him, went through the turning lane, went back around him, he in the back of my window now screaming, yo, what the fuck you doing? You puss-ass nigga, you cunt! You pussy, I bet you won't pull over. And I'm like, you right, I'm not. I got somewhere to be.
Straight up.
But if you want to, you can follow me. So we flying down the road. And so I rolled down my window like, look, yeah, I can drive too, nigga. And then he like, yeah, but you won't pull out, you won't pull over. Nah, I'm not pulling over, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put myself out there to be arrested. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I got health issues, first off. In jail don't treat you good. So look. So I said, look, if you want to follow me, follow me. I got to go somewhere to be, but I step out my car when I get there. So he did that. He actually followed me all the way to my destination. And I pull over, I'm getting out my car, he parked up the block. He don't even pull up on me right away. And I guess he's circling around me to intimidate me or whatnot. I don't know what he was doing, but I get my stuff together, get my bag together, roll all my windows up, and I open up my door. As soon as I open up my door, I see him coming up, pulling up on my. So now I step all the way out, and he said, I'm a big nigga. He said, oh,
show him what you want.
He said, oh, so he pull up and he crack his window this big. He don't even, first he was all out his window, head out the window, screaming in the middle of traffic, like, get out your car. He pull up on me with his window cracked this big, talking about, you gonna do something? I said, no, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm waiting on you to do something. Oh, since you ain't doing nothing.
Hey, that's person that you hold, sparking don't bite.
Gary Pope, puss ass nigga.
Puss ass
You
nigga.
goddamn wolf ticket.
You know what's crazy? Because I
got a veteran I got a veteran upstairs. I got another veteran on the way. You know what I'm saying? These niggas don't fucking.
That's crazy.
Look, I say it all the time, man. Motherfucker be gangsters, flow to some gangster shit pop out.
Some gangster shit pop off.
And that's what
Stay
he got
in
some New York nigga, man. I don't know if you I doubt it, you know what I'm saying? You might see.
All right, what's up, y'all? You know it's a Service Connection. You know we got a special guest, and you know we gotta ask him, what's your service connection?
What's going on, y'all? My name is Tyrone Montgomery. They call me Gump. My service.
Like we gotta say it with the chest.
Lost Gump. Yeah, I was stationed over in Germany. I was in 299 First ID, 299 FSB. I was on the First ID. Stationed over in Germany, Schweinfurt, Germany.
Oh.
So,
You know I gotta ask you, you said you was in the Army?
yeah.
What started about that? Like, how you just wake up one day and was like, okay, I'm gonna be in the Army? How did that go?
Well, at the time I had my son. My son was just been born at the time, and I wanted to make sure I had a solid foundation for him. So I wanted to make sure I had me a job that would cater to that, and also think about going to school for college. And I heard the military paid for it, so
Yeah, that's a
I
good
signed
reason.
up for it.
Valid.
Well,
Valid. Real valid. That's a good excuse. You know, some people be going in the military coming out with Camaros and stuff, so that's a valid reason. So, like, what was your experience being in the Army?
Was it like a fear of taking care of your family, or was it like that's just, you know what I'm saying, like you had no other options?
No, it wasn't no fear. It was me more of wanting to step up as a man and have a solid foundation for my son to not want for anything. I wanted me to have
So
some.
that was the reason. There was no, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's real.
It wasn't a forced.
Nah.
That's real. What was it like being a black man in the Army?
Being a black man in the Army, just like being a black man anywhere else. I mean, you had your ups and downs, and certain people behind certain ranks you try to pull rank, you know, because of, you know, what they're wearing or whatnot. But that's anywhere that you go at. Everybody does that.
Give us civilians an example of what you mean by pull ranks, because some of us might not know what you mean by that.
You say city officials or, you know, polices or whatnot, FBI, whoever they are, they got their rank, they got their badge.
Yeah, somebody above you.
Yeah, somebody above
wants to
you.
show and prove that they're above you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They want to let you know who they are.
Yeah,
That they rank you. You know what I'm saying? They're above you.
that's all that is.
It's that pull rank shit. That gang gang.
Yeah.
What's something that you learned in the Army that you applied to your everyday life?
Organization. That's one of the main things I learned. Organization, being on time, you know, for things. At least 10 minutes prior.
You still use military time, or you back to 24?
I'm back to regular time. But yeah,
12.
it doesn't matter to me. I run it both.
It probably took you a minute just to bounce back from it, though, huh?
No, I kind of like it though, because even when running with military times, you know the difference between night and day when somebody's telling you time. Civilian life, when they people say 2 o'clock, you mean 2 o'clock a.m. or 2 o'clock p.m. In military, if I say 2 o'clock, you know 2 o'clock to 2 o'clock a.m.
Facts. You know what time it is all over the world on military time, basically.
Yeah.
Man, that's real. What's one of the funniest stories that you got in the military?
Oh man.
You know,
you gotta
people
call
want to
correct.
know.
You gotta call correct.
I see all these
Don't hold
compilations,
nothing
all
back.
these funny videos. Like, what?
We got some.
You gotta give us some. You gotta give us the tea.
A real funny one.
Embarrassing, we don't give a fuck.
But, right, you know we ain't gonna judge you right here. We welcome you with open arms. We ain't gonna tell nobody else now. We ain't gonna tell nobody else now. We ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Y'all ain't leave nobody, had to turn around on this.
I remember a heroic night. My homeboy Kobe. We done popped pills. We went to another town, to a city. I forgot what city we was in, but we went there to go party. This particular night, we call ourselves popping a bean. So we get on the Autobahn. We ride back. We had by this time, at the end of the night, we had back home. Something happened, the Autobahn don't have no speed limit.
At all, so you already living fast
So we
life.
ride. Something happened up in front of us. I'm in the back seat. Something happened in front of us where it was like traffic came to a halt. Yeah, I felt like I was in the Matrix.
Hold on,
Kobe switched lanes. I think that might have been the emergency lane. Went past both of those cars. This shit seemed like it went in slow motion. I looked at both cars. They had stopped all of a sudden.
I can tell you, each
He-
passenger
You
they
take
look
the
like,
red pill or the blue
and
pill,
they had
Marcus?
piercing.
Which one was it?
And he switched back into the other lane and we went off fast again. I was like, whoa. I'm like, bro, you did that. Because right now I feel like I'm on a roller coaster.
Look, this man talking. Autobahn, they do 200.
Yeah.
Easy. They
Fast.
do 150, the slowest. They leave cars on the side of the road, and that's your billboard. It's like, be careful. There's no limits, you know what I'm
And we
saying?
on the
Police
exit.
ain't pulling you over for flying.
Oh, keep in mind, the X-Pills we used to get back then,
They had
Them niggas
plugs. They
got
had
it.
plugs in the military.
man, we used to get that stuff straight from Amsterdam.
Hey, that's the perks of going overseas. Emphasize on the perks too. Look.
But that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's go.
They shit was cut with anthrax.
That's when
And we don't know what them people's side effects was.
What?
Yeah, look.
this is when Amsterdam was on top.
On top. That was like my dream vacation. But then I heard niggas come up missing and be in hospitals. Losing kidneys and shit. Hold on.
Hell
hold
no.
on.
Hell no.
What happens in Amsterdam stays in Amsterdam.
Nah, for real, for real. For real, for real.
Stays there. Like you ain't coming back home.
Get in and get out.
Hey, you see, we got living proof right here. That's the story. He's sticking to it. Look.
Germany, man. That's
Yo,
the biggest countries.
I did everything my mama said don't do. Growing up in life, my mama said don't do this, don't do that. When I turned 18,
Don't go to the army.
she ain't tell me that.
A lot of mamas don't tell you that.
I went on my own. But when I got to Germany, that shit opened up my eyes to a whole nother world. Cause I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County.
Duval?
Oh,
Well,
love
we-
Duval. Shout out Duval. He got a new mixtape with my boy, what's his name, man? New Orleans.
I thought you was finna say Boosie.
Boosie. He got one Boosie.
He
got
do.
one Boosie, you know. I'm let me name me in the row. Duval, Jacksonville.
So it's like from there, it was either black or white. That's how we seen things. When I got over to Germany, I started seeing people from all over the different parts of the United States and from other sides of the world, and just learning different cultures.
So y'all, like when you go out into another country and you run into another American, what's that like?
Right,
the
fair.
same thing we do here is meet up
But
with
I'm saying y'all be like,
what?
what?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
happening? You feel me? Like, what type of time is it? Like,
That's like when I went to
Yes, yes.
school and then you go to another school and you run into a motherfucker from that school.
be like,
Y'all
what's
besties.
happening? Right. You know we
It's
from
the
the
same-
same
it's-
place.
It's the same mindset when you over there.
You know,
Because you got everybody that's talking different languages, and you find somebody else that talk the same language as you gonna be excited.
they
as
got
well.
you.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
They get you.
crazy.
Yeah.
How did you adapt to, different people in different countries though?
You a chameleon or was hard?
At
They got
first it
chameleon
was,
type
It's
niggas.
like, been there for anybody, you listen.
no, it took a minute when you get to learn the language. And through the military, they teach you. We have the thing called Head Start, so they teach you like the meet and greet, like when you greet somebody when you first meet them, and how you end out the day, basic little conversation. So you learn that, and then of course, naturally, guy see a female, they try to holler at her, and then you get her, and she teach you all the bad stuff, all the curse words and everything else, and then you start playing, mingling with words and putting the words together. Hey, you start learning the language.
That's spicy. That's real spicy. Hey, y'all, this is what's going down in the military. This is living proof right here.
Hey, ain't nothing but everybody enjoying where you get stationed at. That's all.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's real.
I had a guy that I just went out to go eat the birthday party. There was another guy that he was stationed in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he said Germany, another guy, this female said her husband was in Germany. He was like, well, I know he was stationed here. He had to come from here. Just like he just went through the whole rundown. You gonna say like a chain gang type of motherfucking reaction.
Yeah.
But it's military. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing, like jail and lingo and all that shit's the same, man.
Man, yeah. Germany. Yeah,
That's like when I
live
said,
my best
you
life.
meet another
It's
American.
best right there.
When you come back to the States, you meet another, you know what I'm saying, fellow veteran.
Man.
Y'all be going through it.
Your confidence level will be on sky high when you come back to the States from Japan.
I know.
I got a
know.
buddy that just left Japan. He's mad he's here right now.
Yeah, I would
He
too.
mad. My boy Justin McGee, man. My boy
You gotta
McGee,
ask people,
man.
like, what was your transition from going from there to here now?
He just came from Japan.
Going from where? From Germany to back here?
Yes.
I almost lost my citizenship.
Oh,
I was gonna stay over there in Europe. That kind of
You look
like
like a
over
terrorist.
there. No, because when it comes down to the lifestyle over there, it's a lot of old school, but they have a lot of traditional values, the stuff that your grandmother grew up on or whatnot.
Yeah.
That's how they live currently
Still
to
to
today.
this day.
So it's like, okay, so the
Internet
story.
ain't got them fucked up yet.
So, so when you got, I guess they like a lot of black guys, but as for, for a guy, period, that's going over there, those are the type of females that would like literally give you their last and won't argue, won't nitpick about it. You just treat you like a king, whether you right or wrong. And that makes you as
clean, all that good shit.
That's a natural.
Wash everything.
Not because they are female, just
It's
because
because
they were brought up that way.
Exactly.
It was
Exactly.
like that. How would you know?
Exactly.
I see why you ain't want to
You
come
a
back
female.
as American with something else.
And that's
Okay,
all
I
it
agree.
was.
That's what you bring to the table.
So yeah, that was the reason why I almost lost my citizenship, just because of all that, the culture, the
Yeah,
lifestyle.
culture shock.
Nigga, I lost my citizenship and I stayed here.
They wake up in the morning and be like, I'm back here.
I can't do anything
That's
no
what it
more.
is.
Man. Yeah.
And they won't let me leave. It's like, what the fuck?
I know. You just can sign me up again soon. Man, what's some words of advice you'll give to somebody that wants to join the military?
If you're going in, stay in. Do your whole 20.
Do your whole thing.
Do the whole thing. Because going in and coming out, I wish I would have known that before I went in. I ain't had nobody to try to keep me to stay in. If I would say
curiosity. Too.
Yeah, I think because okay, I go in, I do what I got to do, I come back out, the world gonna love me, I should be able to get a job here and there. But then when you come back into the civilian side of it, it was a whole totally different world.
Yeah.
Nobody recognize any of your military experience that you do. It's like you have to go through, especially just going through the VA. Don't even get me started on that stuff.
All you get is 10% off.
Yeah, that's like taking
You
taxes
feel
off.
like, you feel like they don't
Take
show
the
us
taxes
love.
off, boy. You said it
What's
before.
something you think they should do, to make veterans that come home feel more comfortable and more at home?
I mean, when it comes down to getting help at the VA,
Get your medical card.
that too.
You got some
But
back
when it comes,
pain.
they need to expedite that
First
services a whole lot faster because I've been around different places in Florida checking in at different VAs. Jacksonville, I think it took me 2 years before I was able to see my primary care doctor for the first time.
What?
2 years?
2 years.
That's ridiculous.
Meaning-
That's
How long
ridiculous.
was that?
Meaning, I can't get anything else taken care of until I meet my primary care doctor, which will help set up everything up.
Make that make sense.
How long was that? This is
That
COVID
was-
and all that shit. So
This was
like that?
probably around 2016 or 17.
And that was before COVID, so there's no excuses.
No excuse.
No excuses.
I think that's when Obama came out with the thing for the veterans to be able to go to the civilian side for us to get faster service. Because during that time frame, there was a lot of veterans killing themselves because they're not getting the help that they need.
I heard about it. I hear about it all the time. I seen them out there.
I get frustrated every time I go out there. I'm like, yo, there's nobody really helping me with half of the stuff that is going on. I have to sit around and do my own research and try to get stuff done. And then when I present it to you, you ain't even listening to it. Or the person that I'm talking to, he's a civilian. He's not a veteran doctor. Cause they used to have veteran doctors in there. Now it seems like it's a bunch of civilian doctor people, you know. And so when I'm talking to you and telling you about my story or what I've been through or whatnot, you can't even relate unless I say certain words for you to understand what to write for the veteran.
That's
You gotta
crazy.
have
Make
like
it
you
make
gotta have
sense.
that good. You know what it is? It's that generations of wealth shit. Cause motherfuckers that go in the army, well, usually you don't get people that's got money going to the army. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts.
But if they are in the army, when they get out, there's nothing to worry about, or you know what I'm saying? Cause somebody's gonna take care of them. They can live in a fucking shed in the back of the house for the rest of their life, no problem. But not everybody got a shed they can go live in for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They actually gotta come out here and work because ain't no money coming to y'all, period. Like, but a bunch of scams. A bunch of scams. You can go sign up today if you got earplugs in and ear such and such.
Some bullshit going on. Look, you know, first of all, I gotta say
Sam's
thank
gonna
you for
come
your
looking knocking at
service.
your door again. You ready to get back in this army, ain't you?
Look, ready
All
for
of
it.
a sudden, you got that money, didn't you?
Ready for it.
Only thing at the end of the day when you get out, only thing that they really give you is pay for the schooling and pay for housing.
But it's temporary.
All right, so that's
That's
true.
it.
You know, you
That's
read
it.
about that. You want
That's
to get
it.
recruited to go to?
No, that's all we get. But you sit back and people, civilians really think, oh, he military, he get all these perks. No, we really don't. You get the perks while you in and you're serving. But
Okay.
once you get out, none of that stuff means anything to anybody in the real world.
Damn, so they just forget about you when you go
So,
out.
so if I would have gave a major key, is if you gonna go to the motherfucking army, go educate your motherfucking self in the army.
Yeah.
Don't just go serving these motherfuckers.
I was
Go find a trade in that
Get
bitch.
something about it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Go engineering, some shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I would say. If you get in and you get out, do something.
Medical,
do
something.
something.
Don't just go serving for these motherfuckers and don't get no education out there.
Do something that you can use in the civilian world when you get out.
Cause you can't come back home busting niggas' heads open.
Yep.
man.
Right.
That's not something you can
Yeah.
come home with. You gotta have something you can profit with. You know what I'm saying? A trade, anything. It's you might be out there drawing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's money in drawing. It's money. You know what I'm saying?
It's money
It's a
everywhere. You just
hustle.
gotta go
Yeah.
get it.
Internet, with the fucking social media the way it is, taking over. You know what I'm saying? TV is what you make it. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just don't go in that motherfucker just to goddamn try to get a check out their ass, cause that ain't what it's at.
Man, for real. So you know I gotta ask you too, like, what are you doing now? You got any businesses? Like, what's going on with you?
I have my own business right now. I do marketing. I do everything from logo design,
We need to talk.
graphic designing, printing, websites, online advertising, t-shirts, embroidery.
We need to talk.
Let me know. I got
He over here trying to make side deals over here. Look, that's how you stay connected for real.
But since it won't be long, you'll soon be hearing my name out here in Temple. Because seeing what I do compared to what everybody else do, like for example, going to get shirts, people want t-shirts. A lot of these t-shirt printing companies won't accept the deal that's less than 10 shirts. You gotta do 10 shirts or more in order for them to print shirts for you. Me, I can do less than that. So if you need one, you need 2, 3, or 4 shirts, I got you. And I have a quicker turnaround. You get it within a week time frame.
Hey, I'm living proof. I got a shirt too. I got a shirt from this man already. So look, he ain't lying about that for real. So you got like an Instagram, Facebook, or something. How can people reach you?
Yeah, you can go to Facebook.com/Montgomery Analytical.
You gotta spell it for them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta
spell it.
Take
If
it
you
out
gonna,
the
nah,
bottom,
if you
straight to the
gonna
bottom.
put it in Instagram, you gotta be able to spell
You're
it.
trying to help me stay connected to the people for real.
Analytical.
The website is Montgomery Analytical, MONTGOMERYANALYTICA.com. It's analytical, not analytical.
Analytical.
You said, look, get it right when you say it too. Look, you say it with some respect, you hear me? Said I'm a real veteran around here. Alright, you guys already know, we're coming up with the topic of the week. It's the 20-year anniversary of 9/11. First of all, I just want to say my condolences to everybody who's lost a family member, a friend. Thank you for everybody in our troops, firefighters, everybody, you know. Just give a silent moment for them real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, guys. Just want to ask our special guest. You know we gotta ask him. What's your intake on 9/11? Like, where were you? Do you even remember that date?
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's one of those frozen moments in time like that. Everybody remembers that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just getting to Germany, my first day in Germany. I got to Germany. I left the United States the day before, September 9th, and I got there September 10th. And my first day in processing was 9/11.
Wow.
Yep.
That's deep.
So when I remember after I finished my in process, Germany is 6 hours ahead of the East Coast. So I'm over there. It happened at 11 o'clock, around 11 o'clock ish, I think, in the AM. For the state.
Emphasize on the
So
AM.
6 hours ahead from there, it was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon over there. So I'm just getting off of work. So I stopped by this little shopette. And it's my first day in Germany, so I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna get something to drink. Stop by the little store, get me something to drink, some little snacks to take back to the room. As I get ready to go as I'm going to the counter to pay for everything, I hear somebody run up in the shopette. Yo, we had threat con Delta. Everybody back to your units. Everybody run. Everybody get back to units. Get back to your units. So I stop. I'm running. Somebody on the side of me, they running too. I'm like, what's threat con Delta? He said, we finna go to war. I'm like, shit, I just got out of basic training yesterday. I ain't ready.
But what was your initial thought as soon as you found out that it was a terrorist attack? When you found out, at first it was like, we got hit. And then you find out it was a terrorist attack.
You win on
all right,
too.
Okay, no. First, let me ask you first question. How did you
too.
feel about the towers, period?
Well,
Did that hit you emotionally at all?
It didn't, because I didn't know too much about what it was that point.
Yeah.
That's real.
So it's like I told you, I'm running back to my unit because that's where we all had to report to. Nobody's leaving base, nobody coming on base. So we already there. The ones that's on there, I'm standing in the barracks. So we have information and they telling us what happened. So we had threat con Delta. We we just had planes just hit the World Trade Center. So as we had the formation, I go up to my room, I put it on television, I see it. I see it on television with the plane going through it, and I'm like, whoa. I said, this is the first time somebody's trying to start a war on American territory.
Yeah.
I said, I know we fixing to go in.
Exactly.
But I still didn't know too deep. At this time, I'm 19 years old, fresh out of school and whatnot. So I haven't learned too much of anything. So I didn't know too much of what was going on. Just following along with what's going on. And it wasn't until I went to Iraq, 2004, February 14th. It was Valentine's Day. It was a sad day for a lot of married couples. You see it in their face, and we was getting on the bus.
Y'all had to get on that bus on Valentine's.
Get on that bus, heading out to the airport.
That's something in the movie.
And
that's some shit you see in the movie. When
for
they play
real,
that
like a real life movie.
Slow ass love song.
Yep.
That violin.
Yep.
That motherfucking violin.
And see, I think the first unit that went in was 3rd ID. That's the ones from up in Georgia, Fort Bennett. And they 3rd ID. They the ones who went in first. We 1st ID over in Germany. So we was the 2nd rotation. So that's why I said I went in 2004. So when I come in, during that time when we come in, being on, it's like, before we would get on there, you know, we know you got terrorists that's trying to take America. Hey, we gonna get our strikes, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. But when we got on that plane, and right before you get ready to land,
Y'all was getting ready to land what?
At the airport in Kuwait.
In Kuwait.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get ready to go inside. We coming inside the theater. And you hear the little ticking. Trying to figure out what's that. Tick, tick, tick.
Sounds like a motherfucking bomb.
Motherfuckers shooting at the airplane.
At the airplane.
So we had to circle around a couple of times until they was able to clear the area.
Niggas was lighting y'all ass.
It was on it. After that, they was on it.
That was tick, tick, tick
Like,
with
you hear
bullets.
tick,
Man.
tick, tick, you hear tick, tick, listen, you gonna
Exactly.
be on it.
Exactly. But you know, first time. So we
regardless,
said
I'm trying to give y'all the visual of what I visualized.
Everybody, come on, dog.
So
And he was actually there, so
it was a moment. We all in full battle rattle, and I just took a moment and I looked up over the plane, and I see 130, and I looked at everybody's face. I was like, you can see everybody was scared. Everybody was scared. We get there, we
If you
found
wasn't scared, I wouldn't even. I'd be scared.
I
I'd
would
be
be like,
even
that's a
scared.
savage right there.
Like, if you wasn't scared and you wasn't Sarge up there, you
Look.
wasn't. Nigga.
That's not one of the times you should be fronting. It's
it
not.
was on.
You're just gonna get exposed regardless.
Phil say your life though.
But when we got there, and then, so you have, like I told you, 3rd ID was already there first. We come in, we get ready to rotate, get ready to switch out. So you talking to those cats, yo, what it was like when you was here, how was it this and how was that, and they telling you from their experience what happened, so you kind of got a little heads up of what to look for. I'm like, you sitting around and you looking, they just did a little over a year over here, and they sleeping in, and they staying in tents. Keep in mind, you in a fucking desert. Temperature is 130-degree weather.
Y'all niggas that's locked up right now complaining about them cots they said you sitting here right now talking about I've been here for a
He
year
been through verse in
and
the
all
army.
this shit.
He
y'all
been through verse in the army.
humble yourself a little bit, man.
Legally.
I know y'all niggas got, you know what I'm saying, 3 square meals, you know what I'm saying, AC pipes, you know, shit's kind of hard, but it's hard dicks around that road and still, man.
Niggas fight for that life every day.
It's 130 degrees. Best way to explain it, if you've been to Vegas, Vegas get over 100 degrees. I do know
Facts.
that. I've been there. And if you know how that dry heat hits you over there, and that's at 100. Remember I told you it was 130 degrees. And this is during the daytime over in Iraq. So this is during the daytime. At nighttime, it drops down to 80 degrees at nighttime. 80 degrees compared to 130 is cold as hell. It's a little chilly at night. I ain't gonna say it's cold as hell, but it's a little chilly at night.
AC on.
Yeah. But we ain't got AC.
Yeah, I was about to
We
say, I
over
don't
there.
think
We
they
over-
have it like that.
This
That's
is before
even-
central heating air came out.
That's
So
even
over
more
there,
respect, though.
they don't have it over there. And for a person, especially, I'm a Newport smoker. Been over there, you dropping it down to 80-degree weather, 130-degree. It's kind of hard to smoke a
You
cigarette.
ain't even got like that
Yeah,
bitch.
you
You
smoke a
shouldn't
cigarette out there,
anyways.
nigga.
You shouldn't anyways.
You smoke a cigarette for 6 months out there, nigga, you all nicotine.
You is a
But-
chimney, nigga. You is a chimney.
Hold on now.
Hold
Hold
on.
on. You say that, but when you up under that stress,
Understood.
I smoked the most cigarettes in my life over there. 2 packs a day of Newports.
Damn, I can't go.
Newports. Newports.
So all my life I had to fight.
I'm over there. Stress levels is so fucking bad. I'm chain smoking a fucking Newport.
A, B, C, D, goddamn.
A Newport. Imagine smoking 2 packs of Newports
But
a
shit,
day.
you know what I'm saying? The shit
I
that y'all,
can't.
the shit you inhaling, I mean, Newports is probably like fresh out of you. Nigga ain't no telling what
That
y'all
shit
niggas
wasn't doing enough for me.
Y'all know what I'm
That
saying?
shit
Y'all
wasn't
got
doing it.
gunpowder under your fucking nose all big. Y'all got military,
Nigga
white,
probably was like, is this a mint, nigga?
car engines, nigga. You got all types of shit, nigga.
Nah, but It was a lot. It's a lot that we
They
did.
said 130, man. I've been in 102. Believe it or not, it was in Wisconsin. Wisconsin all the way at the top of the states. But the motherfuckers get hot, cuz. It was 102 degrees out there. And I was in the back of a semi. So it was probably $130. I was in the back of a semi on the very top of some shit.
Hold on.
So where the heat was just bouncing back and forth.
I forgot to
That
tell
shit.
you. I'm up on the first ID. First ID didn't allow us to roll our sleeves up. So we can roll our, we had to wear our sleeves down the whole time.
That shit
Full
say
battle,
baby,
full battle rattle the whole time we done.
that ain't for y'all, though. That's for them white folks, though. You know what I'm saying? That's to say the white folks.
That was the division that I was up under. Other units and stuff. They sergeant majors or sergeant majors of the army or whoever it was. They allowed their units to roll their sleeves up or whatnot.
Oh, no.
I'm like, why we can't even roll our sleeves up? It's hot as fuck out here.
So you want me to faint?
We made it. God got us through. I mean, I had so many close calls and stuff though.
Believe that motherfucking
Man.
But them long sleeves and all that shit really it kind of saves you though, because it
From sunburn?
concern not just sunburn, but when you sweat, if you don't have long sleeves on and stuff like that, you lose all that liquid. When you got sweaters and long stuff on, it holds all that shit.
Yeah,
So it's
Facts.
It does.
you don't dry out as fast.
Facts. Alright. You guys already know. Since y'all, this might have touched some people that's out there who really lived through this, especially my veterans. If not, if you a civilian, you already know we gonna come in with a special.
Take a time out.
Oh yeah. Alright, yeah.
We gotta take a time out.
Meaning the 2 minutes of the conversation, I was like, oh, that okay, now I know. But it's a screen that you look at.
Yeah.
With your face.
Alright, y'all. About to give y'all a little bit of service talk, man. You know myself, Army veteran of 6, technically 8 years. Went overseas a couple times. It's good to talk to another veteran, another brother who's done been over there and experienced some of these same things. And I'm here with one of my best homies from forever. So when we do this here, this is yeah, I mean, we went overseas together, man. When I met this man, in Germany. I had just left Afghanistan. They told me you're not gonna be able to deploy because I had surgery on my nose. And because they had me on profile. So it's like, you can't deploy because fucking, you're gonna have a fucking butt stuck to your nose and surgery, blah, blah, blah. So I get to Germany. I had a grill at the time. 6 on the bottom, princess cuts. I'm thinking I'm the coldest thing on the block. So ain't nobody grilling like me and this motherfucker. I go to motherfucking, the post office, the mail room. Go in the mail room.
Psych.
Walk in that motherfucker, sign up, do my shit. This motherfucker come around here cheesing with about 16, 12 whole mouthful.
I had 12 at that time.
And we was in uniform. I remember we was all in uniform. So I'm in the mail. And I ain't gonna lie, for a second my ego kind of shot because I was like, yo, I just knew I had the coldest. I'm out here, like, I just came from the, hey, I gotta be a representative while I'm out here. Duval got me. I recognize Duval that day.
I think, at that time I had, 12 open face, 6 at the top, 6 at the bottom, and yellow goals. That was back then.
You see, with y'all, the difference was, I don't know, man, it's just, when I was at Fort Bragg, I felt like when Iverson was like, they started this dress code for us, like obviously you in dress code, you can't be all out there, but it was like overseas, that was a whole nother animal. You was over there way before me. Like, it was something different about when I got stationed overseas from being stationed in the States. And I know you've been basically stationed overseas.
Yeah, I did my whole time over there.
Oh, man. See, when you stationed in the States, it's like being at work. It's like you here. It's like I just live in this city. I was at Fort Bragg, Fayetteville, and fucking Vietnam. It was like I was going to work and coming home, but you was just basically stationed overseas, which in essence is a deployment and a deployment. You deployed over there.
I wanted to do my whole military career overseas. I did not want to touch the United States.
Man, dog, can you please elaborate and tell these individuals? I I don't want to say how good it is, because then I sound like I'm basking, but shit was good. Shit was good. Can you please tell these folks, you know what we call this man? The Germinator. Call this man the Germinator. Why did we call you the Germinator? I'm sorry, Miss Montgomery. We're Mrs. Montgomery, but call this man the Germinator, man.
I don't know why y'all call me the Germinator.
Alright. Hey man, it's something about.
I was living my best life.
This is something we can say. This is something we can talk about, because you can see this. They say that the darker you are, the better your experience is. Would you agree?
I agree. I had more than you.
Huh? Hey man. You know, hold up. I'm gonna give you that because of this. I'm gonna give you that because of this one fact. What they call me though? Terminator JR. Hey man, but it seemed true. It was like the darker you are, the more experiences you would have. We put it like that. Y'all had. I think it was. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I ain't gonna say what I think. I don't know.
Well, I know a little bit that I know. The females over there, they don't judge you based off of looks. They judge you based off of your characteristics, the type of person that you are. So.
That was shots. He just said light skinned nigga had no character.
You said it, I did.
That's what I heard. I heard. Hey, man, alright.
I drank to that.
I'm a toast nigga. That's my dog. That's why. But hey, man, I don't know, man. It seemed true. It just seemed true. Like I witnessed it, but you know, I had extraordinary. Yeah, I mean posterior and such. I ain't have no problems. But something about the darker you are, like these niggas, like over here. Now this is nothing, I'm not trying to start nothing, I don't want nobody to take this wrong, but like over here, you do see that they try to celebrate light skin shit, and I don't like it because it feels funny to me. Cause it's like, why you gonna celebrate someone because of their skin color when that's the very essence of what we trying to say shouldn't be important. But within this community, we have a big divide and we have a small divide, and it's all dividing. But like overseas, it was fucking real. Like, dog, these niggas, it was killing shit.
Like
the darker, the
sweeter juice.
Come on, man. And that's not even an exaggeration. That's just like real. And it was crazy to see.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like, hey man, melanin is power. It was the truest form. The more melanin you had, the more powerful you was. My brothers was powerful as hell.
We want to thank these people for even tuning in with us on our very first episode of Service Connection.
Cool.
Let's get it.
I want to thank y'all, and before we get out of here, I want y'all to go. We should have it down here. If we don't, we'll have it linked somewhere for y'all.
One of these days.
We want y'all donate to the Service Connection Cash App. We're going to. This will be a donation for veteran services. Trying to make sure we do an outreach, because this is what we're about here. We're about giving back to these veterans. We're about shedding light on veteran topics to everybody else out here. Like, we just want to show love, man, and represent. And we about to go to some fucking videos.
I'm ready to laugh.
See some funny shit.
Get into it.
We got this live performance coming up, man.
We got the live performance.
We got to talk about him, you know what I'm saying?
You already know we're going to come with it every week. We're going to have a live
We're
performance.
going to talk about him, even though him is him and you know him is him.
Yeah.
But we still going to introduce him as him until him.
For this first episode, I think, because I do what I do, it's only right. Him being I. We will be doing this damn SSGA shit. We doing this damn performance. I'm gonna give y'all a performance, a song called Veterans. It's like the shirts, like the clothing line. Yeah, I mean Veterans. It's for my brothers, man. So hey, thank y'all for coming out, man. Donate, rock with us every week.
We remember Dixie. Back home, just another nigga. Bugging off a flashback, coping with the liquor. Can't sleep, can't deal, this is no facade. Do you bad about the flag, living super. To my bets, man, you know who you are. Only pray the best. Hoorah.
Served in the streets, you done served overseas. Thanks for your service, it means the world to me. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day.
Every day I sit and think about the fall. Only reason that I'm here, by the grace of God. Many days for a vet, it's really hard. Coming home, make it hard to get a job. Shit rough for everybody, yeah, no shit. 20 suicides a month, really hard to cope with. VA moving slow, folks really suffering. Some denounce the government, cause they done had enough of it. Night sweats ringing in, hella nightmares. Anxiety through the roof, damn Sarge, I'm scared. Can't fit in, man, I'm really feeling worthless. Almost offended when they say, thanks for your service. Like that's my only purpose. If you done served, you ain't alone hurting. Since 03, this is my everyday. So what you gotta say, USA?
You served in the streets, you done served overseas. Thanks for your service, it means the world to me. Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. You done served in the streets, you done served overseas. Thanks for your service, it means the world to me. Happy Veterans